Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium. You walk in this place, you can feel the echoes. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the third-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Guys up front, lined up. It's first down. They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Looking for some space. It's Price. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, and nothing but got a lane. Can he get in? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, that's exactly how you want to get this game started. First drive of the game to get 6 points. That's going to get these Irish fans fired up. And you know Touchdown Jesus is enjoying his view.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open score. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. They return it from inside the 10-yard line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? They chase him down.
To the 20.
Play on the return. Very fortunate that wasn't brought all the way to the house. Just a bit more. And that's a touchdown. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot. Defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback, the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. They'll run the option. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now the important point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now they get set to kick it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Takes the handoff. It's Love. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Short connection to the tight end here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
With a defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To the air, it's Ayamaleva. Running, he'll take a deep shot. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Love. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They'll try to power it in right up the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. It's a quick spin move. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
See if they can convert the point after. PAT puts them in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Off target and incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. He makes the grab. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
14, Alabama, 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
No shot to bring him down. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll try the left side with a toss. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame, but man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition, and something I know they're very proud of.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Back to throw. It's Ayamaleva. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. A short completion of the tight end. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Handing off on the draw play. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackle made after just a short gain. That gain sets up a third down play. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Here we go on fourth down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Pass not complete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. Kick goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball near the 20-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
He's tackled.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Second down play coming up. They're going to run it here. That's the spin move. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking to scramble now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's escaping the pocket now. He's looking to scramble. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Third down.
Looking downfield, it's Ayamaleva. Catch made on the left side. Hard running there, breaking tackles. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. Coach, you play quarterback. How about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. That's exactly what we saw right there.
In these rainy conditions, he's muffed it. Return begins inside the 10. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Over the middle and incomplete. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. And Looking to throw now on first down. Took contact on the throw. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. We get the second half started with the running play. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down. We'll try to run it with the option. He'll toss it to the back. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Makes a quick grab. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
I used the stiff arm there. Defense wasn't buying it to get him down for just a short gain. The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, tied.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Refusing to be brought down. Heads out of bounds at the 35 after a nice return. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Fights through a tackle. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Important second down play coming up. Short throw complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They will claim the second half lead.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
Automatic in the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. It's Adams. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Gets free now, heads into the secondary. Quarterback in the clear. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bama.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
Extra point try coming now. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Scanning the field. It's Ayamaleva. Bringing pressure. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the up men. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They've always seemed to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who is dynamic, most recently Chase Claypool. You got to have somebody out on the out.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Well, the offense failed earlier on a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Looking for a gap. It's low.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
35. Notre Dame, 28.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Making people miss. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the fourth. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And they hand it off to the back. They'll tackle him at the 27. offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the run here, lets it go. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Snags the quick throw. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Well, this is called settling down in his zone defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows you that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. We're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
The key on a 3rd down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Touchdown, Alabama. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
How about that one, Chris? The big man goes up, shows his skills to come up with that interception, and then the athletic ability to run it back for a touchdown. The big guy can move.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Back to pass. It's Ayamaleva. Throws a rocket toward the right side. And he throws his third interception of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bama. Just ran away from the defense.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Notre Dame, 35.
They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Defense is coming after him. That's reeled in. It's low. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just...
Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape. Offense on the field to take over. Ball handed off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. Breaking free at the 35. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation